Hello and welcome, Architect 611 here. We are back at it, City Skylines, the city of Spring Meadows. Let's zoom back out here and get started. Um, Immediately, I'm seeing these bubbles. Not enough water. They aren't connected. Let's do that. That will solve that problem. Right off the bat, getting things done. The goal of this episode is, as it has been in the last 3 or so, to finish off this island. I honestly don't know if it's going to happen in this episode, though, because we've got industry, commercial. We can definitely fix the commercial right away, but the industry. It's this problem I keep putting off, but we're gonna fix it right out of the gate in this episode. I will throw in that commercial for the meantime, but industry, and it's gonna be here. We've got one down here that we can easily expand if the island needs more. We've got one kind of off to the side that can come through this way, but now I want one up here that can come in either on the highway or across a bridge. That's the plan. Let's get some industry up and going. That's a much more realistic goal for this episode. That's not what I want. You can see I do have my mods turned off this time. We're gonna go with... Actually, I've been thinking if I want to have these cross or not, and I think I might want to keep this industrial zone just completely separate, and we're gonna go in and finally replace this. We're gonna see if we can use one of these pre-made highway intersections, and hopefully that works. It keeps things a lot easier. Okay, now the game comes with one of these built in vanilla. It's one of the few things you get. It can be tricky to use, don't get me wrong, but hopefully this kind of shows you how to do that if you've been having trouble with it. If you're not on flat enough land, you're just screwed and you're gonna have to do it manually, unfortunately. But I'm hoping this is flat enough. I didn't mean to destroy that. It's gone, so that it is now. We can connect up highways sometimes, like sometimes they will lock on, but those are too far apart and don't match up. There you can see, I can drop it there. We'll get a really weird, just jagged turn on the highway. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit more space than that to play with. And if we rotate it like that, I'm just holding down right click. It's still kind of off on the right side. If we do that, I think I can do something with this. Like, we can make this work. It's kind of a compromise on both directions because I can't bring it up any farther. Alright, that's gonna be our compromise so that I don't have to go in and individually build everything in here. Yes, these connections aren't gonna look perfect, but I am all for that. Maybe someday I will take the time and go through and make like a beautiful, realistic city. But so far, my City Skylines experience. I've enjoyed just playing it like this, just playing it more like a video game than a simulator. Don't get me wrong, I do like simulators, but I just kind of want to like get things done. I feel like you kind of got that vibe down if you've watched much of this already. See, that's going to create this weird angle. I can try and fix it, though. Like something like that. And then... Oh, but I do want the angle. Yeah, that'll connect up just fine. Yeah, still not a perfect connection. I'm sure there is a better way to do it. I think I have to wrap this way a little and then come back over. That works. Just making sure my arrows are in the right direction. And then that's kind of ugly. I don't know. That's when they come to the bottom of the hill and it just levels out. Alright, and there we go. That was not too difficult because this replacement worked out. Now, these highways, let's use ones with sound barriers. Still need to go through and upgrade all of these. How much does it really matter though? Like, why aren't we getting complaints from these people? Some of them are upgrading already. And then looking at how this is gonna work, I think this highway can come off here and then just parallel this one. And just give an alternative. It'll just be a diagonal here so that people will hop on it instead to get to these points. And then it'll just be a parallel. Yeah. That is the plan. Snapping. Yeah, I can go back on. I like it. And then we need one for the opposite direction, but I've found it's usually easier to build that like this and then go through and reverse all the directions. It's worth it. It takes a little bit more time to reverse everything, but in the end you get a highway that looks something like this. Oh, it's a little wide at the end there. Fixed. Now we want entrances and exits to get over to an industrial area. Oh, no, of course, what I was just talking about. Really quickly do this. Alright, now back to entrances, exits. I need a better phrase for that. What do you call that? It's not an interchange. It's not a whatever. The on-ramps, the off-ramps, the exits and entrances. Is there a nice little word for that? Please let me know in the comments. I will genuinely start using it. This is what we want. I'm thinking off, on, Do we want them to be able to cross over easily? Probably, especially if we put some commercial here and residential here. Yeah. And I don't want to do just the classic overpass with the exit entrance because of the traffic. That's why I avoid them and do weird things like this. It helps with the traffic flow. They are a lot easier to build though. But what was I saying about up here? Yeah, I'm just looking at how much space we have and trying to fit everything together. And we don't want people getting on the highway right here. We want to give them some space. And this could generate a lot of traffic. Like, it can't be this big. And then where's that oil? Oil. No, we're not looking for oil. We're looking for like that. Natural resources. It's up here. I think we'll save that for later. Or no. No, should we just go up here or out here? Yeah, we could start right here. Like, I also kind of want to just start with generic industry down here and save this for later. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And we can always convert any industry that overlaps with the oil later. So let's just dive right in. Yeah, why am I stalling at this point? I'm just hesitant. Let's make a one-way. Yeah, they're going to be able to get on and off on this side of the highway. And a way on. This way. Under, yeah. This is my go-to, if you haven't noticed already. Or if you're new and you haven't seen the rest of the series, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Consider subscribing. I'm supposed to say things like that. Apparently it increases the number of subscribers I'll get. I mean, that's what they tell me, right? Now we need a way to get on this direction. Let's go up and over. Yeah, and then right in there. Awesome. We've got a perfect one-sided highway. Entrix. Entrix. That's my new word for it, if there isn't one already. That's 6-lane industry. Let's put we could put this down the middle. With forced traffic lights, we want long blocks. And then short blocks this way. Yeah. Let's go over to the grid. With industry, it's one of the few things I just do a grid for. I'm not sure why. It just seems like that gritty type of zoning that doesn't need something pretty like this. It just wants to be... where am I going? A grid. Which honestly, this isn't that bad. The little houses. Anyway, back over here. Let's just go straight to one-way streets. This is how I help improve traffic in these zones. let's put this here. I'm gonna do this for now, and I may just leave it like that. Yeah. I was thinking about it could come out this way, go here, go back there, but I'm fine with that amount of space between them and the highway. And this leaves us with enough for one more block, and we're gonna just do that two-way. We will delete that, creating this nice, easy intersection at the end. And then these are all three-way intersections, and this is the key with this strategy. These are all three-way intersections, even though the game is annoyingly forcing the traffic lights. There's only a few ways to go through the intersection. This way, boom, boom, or you make the turn. So it really minimizes the different crosses in paths. And even though we do have that unfortunate traffic light, we'll work with it. I wish these blocks were longer, though. I was gonna do them like this, wasn't I? Then we would need a main street coming down this way. No. No, if the main street is this way and they parallel the main street, then what's the point of the main street? Yeah, those blocks are just looking like death traps for an ambulance stuck in traffic. Should we just do it anyway? That's been the spirit of this series of City Skylines. Deal with the problem later? Sounds like a plan to me. Throw this in to start. And actually, with such a high demand, and industry has been bugging me for so long, just want to get it off my back. We're gonna start like that. We have that commercial I added over here, and that leaves us with residential. We'll fill it in here. Yeah, I like the idea of expanding the commercial, which is near the entrance to the freeway. This traffic is starting to look a little bad. I don't want to get worried yet. And I'm probably overreacting. The most recent City Skylines I played, I got my city so big and full of traffic that the entire highway clogged up. They actually get over into the left-hand lane and just line up as people try to merge in, and then they wait for their exits. I was like, why aren't you using all the lanes? Apparently that would be even worse. You just get gridlock and the whole city shuts down. Something you don't want. They're not over here yet. Let's bring, yeah, this one in here. And like that for now. Water? Water. Where will that start? Do we want it to have its own little grid? Not really. We want, oh, snapping is on. There it is. We go 440. 440. 440. We'll just stick to the same grid because we will definitely be filling in that portion down here soon. Not soon, but at some point. That should fix the utilities. No way we're filling in all this residential. What's the timer say right now? Like 20 minutes? I do have a timer on. I'm just not sure how early I started it. We are gonna want residential on this dead end, definitely. Oh, and I keep watching the videos, and it drives me crazy how inconsistent I am with these little lots. I don't know what to do with them. They're gonna complain. Not doing them leaves an empty, like, vacant lot gap. What do you guys do with them? Or do you just use them as, like, your warning sign? When they start complaining, you just know that the big businesses are gonna follow soon. All right. We're doing all right on zoning, so let's speed up the game, and that should change shortly. This is our city right now. The current goal, finish this island, and then kind of take a breath and make sure everything works. Because these buildings are just going to get bigger and bigger. Traffic's going to get worse and worse. I'm hoping this works. I'm not expecting it to, though. Especially these bridges. I mean, it's working so far. Aside from that one-off garbage truck problem. Like, these simple two-lane roads. That is something else. If you haven't heard it already, adding lanes does not always help your traffic problem. It's all about the intersections. It's about how do you get flow in different directions to cross each other efficiently. Let's look at the traffic map, actually. We could look at some more maps. But we will do that once we get this island finished. We'll really look into all the different maps, try to see if there are any impending problems, anything that's going to really kick me in the butt later down along the line, whatever I'm trying to say while I look at this. Yep, that's not a great intersection, but we can split these just like what we did back over here. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, no, that's really not. Where do I want them to come out, though? Right here, probably? Where these guys come down to here? Oh, and these guys are already underground. They could meet up in the tunnel, even. I just don't think they can meet up when this is on its, like, ramp down in. I'm curious what it can do, though. It can connect there and there. All right, let's have it. Oh, that's above ground, of course. That would make sense. Then back up above ground. I'm gonna take it all the way back so we can start that curve early. And we can join up. I want that. Oh, that's an intersection. Oh, then we can't have three. Can that get pushed over here? Let's see. That's gonna have to connect back up somehow. Uh-oh. Did I accidentally delete the highway? So if it goes like that, and then... Can we get up in time? Yeah. Will it connect? Yes. Perfect. Now back to... here. Now right in the middle. We have these two short blocks, but I think it's necessary for dividing up this traffic, and I think it helps. We'll see if I'm right. Industry demand way back up. Let's give them some more of that. Oh, fires! That's something I overlooked. They're nowhere near services. They're out here in the middle of nowhere when it comes to traffic. So let's give them some. I'm thinking we put them right here. Or in the middle somewhere. Where is this gonna go? Oh, this is fine for now. Right here. There's our medical, fire, police, and I'm not gonna forget you, death care. Let's start with the cemetery. This is a little bit more permanent of a placement. Let's put it over here. And the crematorium right next to it. We just split the power cables. That should keep them connected. Let's add more zoning. Trash complaints. I hope that's only temporary. Looks like it was. What are their problems? Education? Not enough educated workers. Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering what we did last time. I think I added a bunch of schools. I didn't, not to capacity, but we were getting closer. Yeah, and now that we've got more people moving in, let's put one in this residential area. That's going to be an elementary school. What does that jump our capacity up to? I've got to play it? Yeah. And then one more, and we'll be at capacity, or we'll be covering it. I don't know about down here. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to maybe put one right here. Yeah. Alright, now we've got the capacity covered. And actually, I haven't let, like, any time run yet. Whatever, we can... I was just trying to start small, but we can go big. I can't remember everything that I have said, because I've been learning more about this as we go. Here's a high school that we could put... No, I think there's just going to be a ton of traffic coming in and out of it. So I'm hesitant to put it there. But how about right here? I will explain what I've been learning. There's more than that. I was under the impression... University... Okay. No, yeah, university, we're good. And And then public libraries, who needs books? I'm just kidding. I've never really used them, and the game doesn't punish me for it. What do they do? It just gives some kind of bonus, right? Does it make me more money or something? Please let me know in the comments if I should be using public libraries. Yeah. Oh, what I was explaining. I read online that apparently education, you can have overeducated workers and they will work the industry jobs and stuff like that. You just have to let unemployment rise up enough. And I've been misinterpreting it. So if that's the case, let's overeducate all of our workers. I'm happy to do that. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. We are almost there. You think we can do that in the next episode? With this much space for industrial? I think we can. Maybe not finish the entire island with this part included. Maybe we can. Well, we'll have to find out in the next episode. I just saw this. That's just... I wonder what that is. Left over from when I deleted everything? Was that stopping us from building it exactly where I wanted to? That might have been a problem. I bet it was. If you go back and look, or if you noticed it and you were like, you gotta delete that little road. Well, I worked around it pretty decently, I have to say. If you do have to work around some kind of obstacle, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.